Press Here is available as a podcast on iTunes.
Welcome back to Press Here. There's a guy on Reddit, we don't know his real name, but we know he's an office assistant, who posted a message about Bitcoin. Turns out the guy bought Bitcoin at a low price, sold it at the peak, made $125,000, and then spent the money. The title of the post: I just discovered I owe the IRS $50,000 I don't have because I traded in cryptos. Am I out of luck? Except he didn't use the word luck, but it was a word that was very close to that. He says he only makes $47,000 a year at his job, so we're talking about the whole year's salary. I'm telling you this on April 15th for a reason. People who got caught up in the Bitcoin frenzy may not know about capital gains taxes. On Tuesday, the actual tax day this year, a lot of them are going to have to pay it. The young man wrote, "Is all my savings gone now? I feel like I might have accidentally ruined my life because I didn't know about the taxes." Chris Haroon knows about the taxes. He also knows about the Bitcoin. Chris is a professor of business at Hult Business School. He also teaches classes online at Udemy. In fact, he is the most watched business professor on the entire online platform. Chris has an MBA from Columbia, says he can teach you everything you need in an MBA in 8 hours. You could have saved a lot of money, Martin.
Damn it!
University of Chicago.
In Bitcoin, I
guess.
guess.
In Bitcoin, you could have. All right, so what's the deal? What if I buy Bitcoin and sell it at a higher price, do I automatically owe taxes?
Yes, absolutely. And I think the most important thing to recommend is that if you've made money in Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency, to immediately put the money aside so you can cover your taxes. Don't buy another cryptocurrency with the entire proceeds.
That was going to be my second question. Yeah. Well, wait a minute. What if I make money in one cyber coin, crypto coin, and I immediately invest in another crypto coin? That one falls. Now I have no more money. Do I still owe taxes on the original transaction?
If it's done in 2 separate tax years, I'll give you an example. If you buy Bitcoin in 2017 and make $100 on it, you sell Bitcoin in December 2017 and you buy Ethereum, and Ethereum crashes in January 2018, you're still on the hook for that $100 in profit for Bitcoin.
Well, one of the things that's confusing to me, like if you use Bitcoin to buy something at Home Depot or somewhere, are you liquidating? Is that triggering a tax transaction?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Well, the IRS classifies Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as property and not currency. So when you use Bitcoin to buy something, think of it like it's a stock. You sell the stock or the Bitcoin, that's a sell, and you buy something else. And if you bought and sold with a profit, you pay taxes on that.
Go over that again. Yeah. So I have $1,000 worth of Bitcoin.
Sure, yes.
I bought it at 100, it's now 1,000.
Yes.
I take that Bitcoin, I don't cash it,
yes,
but I take the Bitcoin, pay you for something.
Yes.
Am I still taxed on that profit?
You are.
Even though you sold me an object?
Yes, absolutely.
There is no reason to use Bitcoin whatsoever, ever, because that's dumb.
I don't recommend doing it unless you can actually put the taxes aside and save that amount.
And I don't think a lot of people are aware of that. Like they just,
No, and the issue is that the IRS came up with the tax rules on cryptocurrency in 2014. Then 1 year later in 2015, only 802 people mentioned this on their tax returns.
Right, and my understanding is that the IRS has basically taken a crypto wallet to court to basically say, hey, you need to give us all of the information about the people who've been trading. I mean, that's one. How many others is this going to be? I mean, how many people are out there that might be caught in this net?
There'll be a lot. So, for example, Coinbase, which was taken to court by the IRS, Coinbase actually released more than 10,000 names to the IRS of people that made a lot of money in Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies between 2013 and 2015. Wow. And the issue is, if you didn't claim that tax, not only you pay a fine, you might go to jail. And the IRS mentioned this last month on their website.
I already hate Bitcoin. I mean, you can't spend it without getting a tax on it.
Right.
And now, like, the whole secret part is over because you have to report it on your taxes.
Yes. But what happens if I invent Marty Bucks and I trade them for Scott coin? And we've just both made these things up completely, right?
We're trading them directly?
Trading them directly.
Right.
I mean, does that get caught? I mean, we just created something out of nothing. Scott says this, my Marty Buck is worth actually 10 real bucks. That's a problem, right? The moment just the two of us do that.
Yeah, the IRS comes after all of the big exchanges. And the big exchanges will start offering 1099-K forms to anybody that makes
The
more
big
than,
exchanges.
Yes.
Yeah, because there are
Yeah.
those online. I mean, there are a lot of exchanges. I checked with Coinbase, and they're like, yes, we will give you a 1099 the same way Fidelity sends you something at the end of the year, right? But only in certain circumstances. Otherwise, you got to self-report this stuff.
You do. Even because what happens is the second you realize a capital gain, be it short-term or long-term profits, you have to declare it on your tax returns. And for anybody that is not, I highly advise speaking with a tax attorney or an accountant and backfiling.
I do a lot of tax attorneys. I think tax attorneys are still trying to learn about this. Too.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, this is the level of complexity. You got blockchains and like all kind of. I mean, you think the tax code's complicated enough. Now you throw this into the.
Yeah, it is complex. The best way to think about it is a cryptocurrency is classified as property. It's not a currency. Think of it like it's stock.
Right.
Like if you used Apple to buy something, one share of Apple.
Yeah.
If you made money on that share of Apple, you're liable to pay taxes.
But in reality, how is the IRS going to enforce this? It's like you're supposed to report like like if you didn't pay a sales tax when you bought something in Florida or something. But
Right.
there's no paper. There's no paper.
Right.
Is there any kind of trail for the IRS to?
There is. If you trade through a major exchange.
I want to point out to the IRS, it's LIE. All right, so as we got just a couple seconds left, I do want to make it clear, if I have a Bitcoin wallet, and I have definitely made a profit, but I haven't sold that Bitcoin, I don't owe anybody anything.
You're correct. That's right. You don't owe anything if you haven't sold.
All
Think
right.
of it like a stock, like Apple. If you don't sell your share of Apple,
Fair enough.
you don't
Fair
pay
enough.
taxes.
Look of relief.
I didn't like Bitcoin coming in. I like it even less now. Chris Haroon is on Udemy. He can teach you how to be an MBA in 8 hours. Thanks for being with us.
Great. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Press here will be back in just a minute.